Halo semua, Patricia Siswandono di sini. Selamat pagi. Topik saya kali ini adalah tentang network effect. Ini adalah bagian dari kuliah saya di entrepreneurship for language students, ya, kewirausahaan untuk para mahasiswa di jurusan bahasa. Nah, semuanya akan saya sajikan dalam bahasa Inggris, tapi jangan khawatir, bahasa Inggris saya tidak sulit untuk dipahami. Nah, mari kita saksikan penjelasan saya. Okay, so this is the topic for today, the benefits of network. So this will be useful if you have a business or if you have started a business and you want to start your business, you want to develop your business, you want to make it grow bigger. I'm going to talk about the value and the usefulness of creating network. Okay, now, you know this picture, it is a picture of network. Network is a situation or it's a condition where people are connected to each other. So it's a network, okay? We call it a network effect. The network effect is always advantageous, is always beneficial, is always good for your business, okay? Now, in principle, the more people are connected in a network, the better is the chance for a business to grow. Yeah, let's take for example Uber. Now, Uber drivers are connected in a large network. They are connected to the customers, and the customers are also connected to other customers, other people who in turn also use Uber for their needs. Yeah, so they are all connected in a very extensive network. And of course, the bigger the network is, the better it is for Uber company, right? Also, multi-level marketing. If you are ever in a multi-level marketing, you know that you have some subordinates. You sell goods, you sell some things, and your downline also sells things to the other people. In turns, they draw or they attract some other people to sell for you, and so on until you can enjoy the profit, a bigger profit. Okay, so you are connected in a network and the network works for you. That's the network effect. Okay. Now let's take for an example telephones in the early 20th century. Yeah, in the year 1900. Yeah. So you know these are telephones, and now in the beginning of the 20th century, only 5 million telephones were available in US. That's a small number compared to the US population. Yeah, only 5 million telephones. Now the problem is that when you want to contact someone, you have the telephone, but your friends or your colleagues did not have ones. How would you contact them? Okay, so that's the problem in connecting or in creating network. Yeah. Now there is a company. That's the problem. How can a network be built if some have telephones while some others don't? Okay, and then there is a company named AT&T in USA. It built a service that provided telephones for the public. So it saw an opportunity in that situation. The number of the telephones were limited, but there are more people who wanted to get connected to each other. So AT&T provided more and more telephones. It built more and more telephones for the people so that the people could connect to each other. And if they were connected to each other, then they created network. And the larger the network, the more beneficial it is for the company. Also, the better it is for the people because they could connect to each other. Okay, that's an example of how useful a network could be for a company, even for a society. Okay. So the value of something depends on how far it is connected to the other objects. So the wider the network, the better. Now you can probably, by this time, you can feel or you can conclude the value of network for your business. The better the network, the wider the network, the more advantages it will be for your business, for your company. Okay. Now we can learn from animals. We can learn from meerkats. Now meerkats are animals who collaborate with each other, who are always in a team. They are always on the lookout for predators. Yeah, so like in this picture, they always stand together and they always watch for the coming of predators, and that means threat for them. They have to run. Yeah. Remember, imagine if the meerkats are scattered in different directions and they did not create a network to protect themselves. Now that could be dangerous from the meerkats, because then a predator, a lion, maybe could sneak upon them and eat them or attack them. Yeah, so in order to survive, meerkats have to create network. Okay, that's an example from animals. Yeah, animals also create network for their survival. Okay. Now, once a network is created, there is an acquisition effect. One of the effects is called acquisition effect. Yeah. See, this means that a user's positive or happy experience will attract more people to be users. So if there is a company and there are some group of people who have been using the service of the company, if they are satisfied with the service, if they are happy with the service, they will tell it to their friends. They will tell it to other people, so that other people are interested in joining the company, in using the service. And so more and more people will join the company, will use their service, and that also creates a big network. See, the bigger the network, the more profitable or the more beneficial it is for the company. Okay. For example, PayPal, PayPal pays its users a certain amount of money for every other new user they can gain. See, this is interesting. So if you are a user of PayPal, PayPal will tell you that if you can get your friend to use our service, then we will pay you some money. That's interesting, right? So you will be enthusiastic. You will be eager to tell your friends about PayPal, and you'll get them to use the PayPal service too. And in return, the PayPal will give you some money for that. Okay. Now, if your current customers are happy with your result, they would tend to tell others to use your service too. So that's what I said by users acquisition effect. The happier your user is, uh, the bigger the chance that they will tell your company to other people. They will persuade other people to use your service too, and that will be good for your company. Yeah, that's an acquisition effect. Okay. Now, the next one is what we call engagement effect. Okay, engagement effect is you can give more experience beyond the regular experience that your business offers. So, see, if you are in the business of selling food, and you see that regular people, your regular customers have been eating at your place from time to time. Now you can give these special customers or these regular customers some kind of engagement. You can get them to a trip, for example. One day you arrange for a trip and then you get these regular customers to join for free. Then you take them somewhere for a tour or for a trip. Now, that engages them in a different experience in your company or in your food business. Yeah? They do not only eat something in your food stall, but they can now travel for a short trip um, to a place, to an interesting place, yeah, with you as the organizer. So that's called engagement effect, giving our customers a different experience, engaging them in a different experience, and that can be useful too. Yeah. Again, if they are happy with this experience, they will tell other people, they will tell their friends to come to your business and use your service. And as a result, your network grows bigger and bigger, and that's good for your business. Okay. For example, again, Uber rewards its customers who regularly take airport trip with a dining out. Yeah, so that's an example from an established company. Now, of course, you can do the same. If you have a company, your company is still growing, and you can try the engagement effect for the benefit of your company. Okay, yeah. Uh, Now, when you have started your business, you will likely experience or run into what we call a cold start problem. It's like a car in a very freezing temperature. When you want to start your car, you find it's difficult to get started because it's too cold. Okay, that's so it takes several, maybe it takes really a while to get the car started. It's called cold start problem. Likewise, in a business, once you have launched your business, sometimes it's not easy to get it uh, successful, to get it up and running successfully. Yeah. So at the beginning, it feels difficult for a business to launch or to gain a profit. Now, what is the solution? The solution is to create what we call an atomic network. An atomic network is a small group of people who you offer your business to and use your service. So if they are satisfied, they would go out to tell others about the benefit of your service. And as a result, your network will grow bigger. Yeah. But first of all, start with a group of people, a small group of people whom you know very well, maybe your close acquaintances, even your family members, your close relatives. You get them to be your customers, and then you give them your best service. And once they are happy with your service, once they are satisfied with your service, they will tell others about the benefit of your service. And that is one of the solutions to cold start problem. Okay. Okay, so this is the next one. It's called moat. What is moat? Moat is actually, originally, it means the water that surrounds a castle. Now, in the old days, water is put around the castle so the enemy or enemies could not attack the castle. That was in the old days. Yeah. But in business strategy, it means doing a strategy that will keep your competitors away. Yeah. That will enable you to compete with your competitors. That's moat. Okay. Now, let's take an example for an. Let's take as an example Airbnb versus Wimdu. Yeah, both are two companies. Airbnb is more established than Wimdu, but Wimdu almost dominated the market in Europe with their low prices. Yeah, so it's really give a tough competition against Airbnb, which has been established before Wimdu. Yeah. Now, what is the response from Airbnb? Yeah, Airbnb did not strike back by lowering their prices, but they chose to focus on maintaining their network in Europe. Yeah, so as a result, Airbnb guarantees that with the prices they offer, customers can still enjoy clean and high quality accommodation. So they do not lower their prices in order to compete with Wimdu, but instead they improve their network. Yeah, so people in the network will still be able to enjoy the Airbnb service, high quality service, although the prices are still higher than those of Wimdu. Okay, so that's one strategy. It's called mode. Yeah. So good luck for your business. Create a network and maintain it well so that it works best for your business. See you again in my next episode.